Hello aspirants, welcome to Ekam IAS Academy. First of all, hearty congratulations to all those who have cleared UPSC Civil Services 2023, and on behalf of Ekam IAS Academy, we are congratulating each and everyone who made into the final list. And we are proud to announce that we have made 36 selections from our mentorship as well as personal interview guidance. So we are very happy. If you want to be in the next list, try to join us and we will be seeing you in the next list. We'll make you to see in the next list. With this, we'll start our discussion for the day. We are discussing about an important term which is coming most often in the news is doxing. Have you heard about doxing? Doxing is one technological misuse phenomenon, you can say, which is result of again cybercrime. So here what we have to know is, first thing, main importantly, you have to understand, in the recent times we are having the entire world in our hands, that is in the form of mobile phone. So you know, we can use that to the best extent, or you can make misuse out of it also. That means the way how you are using it, the result also will be in the same way. That means, for example, if you are using mobile phone in the form of GPS or in the form of online payments, that will actually help us. But on the other side, if any of our personal data is getting revealed without our consent, that is what we refer to as doxing. Doxing means where our personal information, like sensitive information like our name, our biodata, our address, or our photos, or some other information which we consider to be very personal, without the consent of the person, if it is revealed on the online platforms by someone who have hacked our account, then we refer it to as doxing. This term doxing came from one word called dropping dox. Dropping dox. So this is a phenomenon which is arising out of hacking in the recent times. Hacking, it is a type of cybercrime. So what happens here? What are the outcomes? Why these persons are resorting to doxing and all? This will be discussing in this video as part of a quick bite series. So first you have to know why it is in news, because recently one lady from Mumbai, so she have raised a complaint against one cybercrime incident, you can say, against that one person, okay, who have misused her personal data, and he has put that information on the social media. So she has raised a complaint. In this context, this term doxing has again appeared in the newspapers. So if you have seen, what is doxing? An act of publicly revealing a person's private information online, and this happens normally without the consent of the person, okay. So this is what the most important thing you need to know. What is the intent behind this? Intent is always malicious intent, means either to blackmail them or also to take ransom from them. Ransom means in the form of money, okay, blackmailing and grabbing the money from them, or getting other motives to be fulfilled by those women or other men and girls. In that way, they always have malicious intent behind these incidents. Then you also have to remember, is there any action being taken? Means normally tech giants like Meta, Google, all these have some system to find out in case if these doxing incidents happen, and they can stop these incidents if they have reported. But on the other hand, if you see on the side, impact of doxing means here physical, digital and emotional threats to the victims is the main outcome. So most of the people may refuse, because their information, if that comes to the people, will threaten, no, in case if you complain, we will be revealing all this on the social media, or we will be revealing on the public platform. So most of the situations, what happen is the people will not report these type of incidents even to the cybercrime officials and all. So in this context, physical, digital as well as emotional threats will be the most important impact, and also employment, also physical safety issues also may arise out of it, along with financial impact. Then what actions have to be taken from the victim side who are suffering? What they have to do? They have to take some measures like reporting the cases. Whenever they face, they have to report the cases. At the same time, they also have to change their passwords very frequently. In case if they are using any social media networks, they have to change these passwords very frequently. They have to use two-factor authentication system like password linked with OTP, and they should not use any of their personal information on social media much. In the recent times, it is becoming very uncommon. I'm sorry to be harsh also, but most of the times we are sharing our location, we are sharing our photos and all these things on the social media. Like we are sharing that we are on this particular, at this particular time, we are at this particular place and all. So what happens is, this particular act of doxing is result of breadcrumbs, they call. What is this meaning of the word breadcrumbs is small bits bits and pieces of bread. Okay, so if you gather, we call it as a bread. Like same way, they'll cut these informations belonging to us from different networks and different social media. They'll take from one photo from one platform, they'll take address from another platform, like this. They'll be mixing up and they'll make their whatever they want, and they will be sharing these in the public safety, or like you can say in the public medias or social medias, without the consent of the victim. So this is what all happened. So in this situation, what you should know, you should always be aware. You should keep evidence on your side so that we can have reporting. Then we all have to change the passwords. Then we also have to use two-factor authentications. Then we also have to use legal recourse in case if we want to lodge a complaint by filing FIRs also, we should be ready. Then also we have to avoid sharing images that are sensitive. At the same time, there is National Cyber Crime Reporting Cell. There also we have to report in case if we have any malicious content observed. Okay, then what are the platform responses? Normally the companies like Meta and Google, they'll filter out. Okay, in case if they found any of these activities, they normally prevent these things from happening. At the same time, Indian legal framework, like we have Indian IT rules of 2000, these all are also against these incidents of cyber threats or doxing type of events. At the same time, there is a recovery and support mechanism also, so that we always have some assurance from the government side as well as the company side. What we have to do is, from our side, we should be very aware and we should be alert. We should not share most sensitive information to the social media platforms. Always be cautious in this regard. Don't make anyone misuse our information. Then what is the prelims question given in yesterday's video? It is about intended nationally determined contributions. Here we have answer is plan of action outlined by the countries of the world to combat climate change. So the answer is B. Then today's question, the altering of data so that it is not usable unless unless the changes are undone is biometric, encryption, ergonomics and compression. Which is the correct answer? Try to put in the comment section. As we have reached to the end of the video, today we have discussed about what is the term mean doxing, what are the impacts of doxing, and what are the measures that victims should follow in case of these incidents if they happen, and also how we have to prevent these happenings from happening. These are the things which we have discussed. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.